You're training, you're showing up, you're probably putting in more work than you did in your 30s, and the results are worse. The gut's still there, the scale isn't moving, and you start to think to yourself, maybe this is just what happens when you get older. Here's what I see consistently with guys in their 40s and 50s. They find a workout they like, they stick with it, they train hard, and for a while it works, but then it doesn't. Then they go find another program, different exercises, different styles, and that works too for a bit. But then it stops. Now they're cycling through programs, grinding harder each one, and they get less in return year after year. Here's the thing, the problem was never the workout. Your body adapted, and that's exactly what it's supposed to do. The issue is you kept feeding it the same stimulus without changing the variables that actually matter. Progression, intensity, recovery, and the food you're eating around it to support it. Guys who are struggling are usually the ones working too hard in the wrong direction. More effort into a broken system doesn't fix a broken system. In your 20s, you can outwork a bad system. You get higher testosterone, faster recovery, and more margin for error. You could eat decent, go out at 2 o'clock in the morning and have McDonald's. You can sleep okay, wake up without a hangover, train hard, and still see results. Guess what? That margin shrinks in your 40s. Doesn't go away completely, it just shrinks. So all those things you used to get away with, inconsistent nutrition, randomized programming, skipping recovery, those are the things that are showing up on your body a lot faster now. My client Tom, police analyst, 41, dad of 2, not a beginner. He knew how to work out, but he'd been going nowhere for 2 years, and those love handles, they just wouldn't move. We didn't blow up his life. We just fixed the system. 16 weeks later, he's down 18 pounds and looks absolutely amazing. It was the same effort. We just put him in a better direction. 3 things move the needle for these guys in this situation. First is going to be a structured, progressive program, not just random hard workouts. A plan that builds on itself week after week with an actual purpose behind each phase. Your body needs reason to change, and random isn't a reason. The second thing is going to be nutrition that's actually sustainable for you. And I'll be clear, I'm not putting anybody on a diet, but you do need to change some things. You can't keep eating out 4 or 5 days a week. You can't be having chips and pretzels in between each meal. And you can't be sitting on the couch at night eating ice cream and cookies and expecting the scale to move. That stuff needs to be cut down. Not eliminated, just cut down. And what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to take your weight, age, and height and throw it into some computer calculator and have that spit out some macronutrients for you. Guess what that computer doesn't know? It doesn't know what you're eating right now. It doesn't know your actual activity, your recovery, your output right now. It knows nothing about you. With Kettlebell KUTS, we start learning where you actually are now. Same foods you already eat, built around your lifestyle. Sure, eventually we do travel into tracking macros because the moment you measure is the moment you can manage. Here's the question I ask every guy who tells me they're eating right. How do you know if you're hitting your protein if you've never tracked your macros? How do you know if you're in a calorie deficit if you never tracked your calories? If you don't know, you don't know. And you can't fix what you can't measure. And third, and honestly, the most important part to any transformation, it's going to be the accountability. It's not going to be an automated app that's going to be sending you notifications day in and day out. It's going to be somebody, a human, overlooking all of your data each and every week. We're going to know when you're drifting, know when you're doing well, and know when to change things. That's the piece most guys miss. And that's usually a piece that makes everything else work. My man Justin here, a busy executive, dad of 3, lost 21 pounds. His biological age markers dropped 5 years. He wasn't doing anything crazy. He just had a system and somebody holding him to it. If you've been training hard and not seeing the results, don't be looking for another workout program. It's not the problem. The problem is everything around the training, the progression, the nutrition, the accountability. And that's what Kettlebell KUTS fixes. 16 weeks, structured program from home, real nutritional habits for your lifestyle, weekly coaching that actually holds you to it. Listen, I'm not going to put a gun to your head. The link's in the description. Application takes 2 minutes. If it looks like a good fit, we'll hop on a call and we'll go from there.